Hey everybody, how are we doing? Lee Pennington here. Welcome, 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 wherever you are from in the world. And first, before we do begin, can you let me know in the chat that you can see the screen that says Dropbox Kinetic and you can hear my voice, because it will be a boring session if you cannot. Okay, so let's have a look straight from the top. Hi Clive, how you doing? William, how you doing? Howdy from Texas. Roy, good man. Carlton, how you doing from Kansas City? Hey Dorothy, great to have you here. Terry, Gary, Mercedes, Larry, okay, Brent, thank you so much. D Webb, Richard, Arnold, John, Eric, Dorothy, Dirk, Roy, Alan, how you doing, Alan? Arthur, William, Daniel, Jim, Julie, Arnold, Mark, Daniel, Russell. Okay, so everybody can hear me. I've got the Netherlands, got Australia. Thank you so much for staying up, by the way. We really do appreciate that. Florida, Colombia. How are we doing? Very well, Alan. Great to see you. Yes, there will be replays, Brent, and I'll explain everything that's going to go on. Hey, Joy, great to have you here. Glenn, great to have you here. Okay, Bob from Philippines. Oh, great, fantastic. So there's a bit of an echo. That may just be, yeah, that may just be a little bit near to the mic. My eyes aren't as good as what they were, Joseph. So just to let you know that what's going to happen with this session, hey Dennis, is that this session is going to be purely on Kinetic. Now we're going to hold two sessions, and they're both bonus training sessions. Now the first session, I want to introduce you to myself and the team, and let you know who you've got into a relationship with, because it's vitally important, and I'll go through all the people within that picture that you can see there. But what we also want to do is ensure that everybody knows how to use the Kinetic platform. Now, some of you may say, yes, it's easy. Some of you may be coming up with a few problems, a few issues, and do not worry. We will ensure that everything is sorted and everything is working as it should be if you're facing any kind of problems. Now, how I like to do these sessions is, first of all, I'll give you an introduction. And then what I'll do is I'll do over-the-shoulder type training. So I'm going to jump into Kinetic and I'm going to go through the actual platform and how to use it to the best of its potential. And hopefully, if you have a question, that will be answered within that part of the session. And if it's not, do not worry, because I am going to stop at certain points and say, does that make sense? And again, if it doesn't, I'll happily answer your question there then. This is a live call, by the way. It's currently 8 o'clock here in the UK. And what we want to do and ensure that we will do is that we will not close this webinar down until your question has been answered. However, what I would say is that we've got hundreds and hundreds of people, like we expected, on the call. So if you do put a question in chat and it doesn't get answered straight away, I do apologise. I'm just struggling to cope with all the questions that are coming in. But rest assured, like I said, we won't close this down until it's answered. So what we'll also dive into is how to use these Kinetic type of videos in your own marketing. Whether you're a local marketer, whether you do offline consultancy, whether you're using them in Facebook, whether or not you are selling these to clients, we'll cover all the bases. What we're also going to do in session 2, which will be tomorrow, that will be kind of led mainly by Jamie, who's on the call as well. We'll go into more kind of tactics and strategies of how to land those big clients. But not only that, how to use create the best videos you possibly can. So I hope that sounds good. Like I said, we do want to keep it fun. We do want to entertain. We do want to ensure that you're not falling asleep. So it's not going to be death by PowerPoint. It is going to be over-the-shoulder type training. But what I would say is that, as you can probably hear, I've got a strong accent. I'm from the UK, and I will introduce myself very, very briefly. You know, you've not come here just to listen to me. My name's Lee Pennington, and I'm the CEO of Dropmock. Now, you may hear me mention Dropmock on quite a few occasions, and the reason why is because Dropmock is the brand behind Kinetic. And I'll go into that into more detail when we jump into the application. Now, basically, what I did, I've been in internet marketing for about 5 years, and probably like most people, and if you've heard this story before, please just switch off for about 2 minutes and then come back. Don't go anywhere, please don't go anywhere, but just switch off for a couple of minutes because you know me well already. So I've been in internet marketing for about 5 years, and like most people, typed in those words, how to make money online. And basically then what I did, I went into every get-rich-quick scheme out there. I found the Warrior Forum, started buying things that I didn't even know what I was buying, and really was kind of absorbed by it all and interested and fascinated by it. And I spent a lot of money. I lost a lot of money. I wasted a lot of money. But fortunately, I kept going, and I kind of got a mentor at that time, found Facebook ads, and basically learned my craft around Facebook marketing. So again, I send a lot of case studies out to people on my list, a part of my community. We do a lot of training with regards to Facebook, to do watch out for that, and kind of got really good at affiliate marketing. And to the point as where I started to become a really good affiliate marketer without any form of list. I then started to craft that and actually started to go into the local businesses and show them how to set up Facebook ads, how to set up their Facebook pages, and really did both camps. So I was doing online marketing and I was going to local businesses. And I believe strongly that we are quite advanced in internet marketing, and a lot of the skills that we learn, and we learn pretty fast because it's a rapid learning curve, a lot of local businesses require that skill set. And this is the great thing about webinars and the way that we do the training, is that you're coming on now, you're absorbing that information, you're gaining knowledge, and that knowledge should not be undervalued in any way. And you should harness that, and you should realize that people actually are looking actively to employ people or hire people or pay people, the same types of things, money to be able to get that information out of them, extract that information. So we're going to go into that as well, about being a local consultant. But I use videos in Facebook, you know, for my marketing. I do a lot of video ads, I do a lot of Facebook ads, so on and so on. And that led me to actually creating a course on JVZoo, and that led me into software development. And that has led us today, 5 years later. Last year we had a real shift in our business model, in the fact that I decided that I didn't like creating all this software. You know, we've got about 13 platforms underneath us, and I wanted to just focus on one sole platform, which was DropMock, and then anything that we created would be within the architecture of DropMock, and also in the same type of theme, to help people with their video marketing, to help people with their marketing, as you'll see in other things that we've done, and also it enabled people to, whoever invested anything with us, to actually, and they invested multiple times, to go into one application and choose the app that they want to use. And we've got a lot of people within the community who've got all our platforms. We've got a lot of people in the community who've got one of our platforms, and it makes no matter, because you don't need any of the others for one to work. And I'll go into that in a little bit more detail. So I'm the guy in the middle, the one with the smile next to Simon, and I was asked to speak at the event in the Marketing Summit, and I get to speak all around the world. From here, I actually flew over to Rio, and I was speaking in another kind of arena as such. To my right-hand side, or the left that you may be looking, that's Cyril, geez, he's going to kill me now. That's Charles Edge. And basically he's part of the DropMock team. We've got Dan on the right hand side, who's part of Smart Video, that's the CEO. On the left hand side, completely facing, that's Jamie, who you're going to hear on this call, and Jamie does a lot of our training and has taken a lot of people to get amazing results with what he shared with them, and that's Michelle in the middle as well. So Simon and Michelle joined us for this launch, but basically the DropMock team, you get to know us. Now, what I should say about the DropMock team is that you're in safe hands. So I'm sure every single person on this call has invested in a lot of software, and I bet you've got a lot of training programs on your actual desktop. Now, I'm not going to speak for anybody else. I'm not going to badmouth any other company out there, but we not only support our products, okay, we enhance them, we improve them, we listen to the community, and we change it to the best of the community. We don't always get it right, okay, very important, and you know, and people may be saying, what, you're saying you don't always get it? No, we don't, and sometimes we think we know best, but then when we listen to people, we realize, oh, well, yeah, if we did it that way, it may improve it. And we're all about kind of people coming to us with ideas. We can't adopt every idea, we can't implement every idea, but we certainly listen. And over that 15 months, and you'll see with what we've done in the past, we've enhanced every single platform within DropMock. So when we did the images, we added drop mock video, and we did pitch, we added the ability to be able to add your own content, and you're going to see a lot of improvements with Kinetic. We're already now working behind the scenes to actually add new things in, and we'll start to let you know about that as soon as it's in the platform. So there'll be regular updates, and you know, we are ones for communicating well with people who've invested, because we're only as big as the community, and we can only grow as much as the community. So without wanting to bang our own drum, you are in good hands. We've always done what we've said. So from Drop Mock Point, we've always added images and videos to it every single month. Light will always add new templates to your platform every single month. Kinetic has its own team, okay? So it has its own developers, it has its own software guys, the same as its own videographers and graphics guys, and you'll get to know us a lot better. So, like I said, that went on a little bit longer than I anticipated. It isn't a case of, you know, telling you how great we are. I think a lot of these things are proof in the pudding, and like I say, if you're new to the Drop Mock community, we're going to look after you. And like I say, if there's something not working as it should, because you can never stress these tests, these things, to get 1,000, 2,000 people in at once. So that's important to know. Right, just before I nip over, I'm going to jump over. Okay, yeah, so everyone's absolutely fine. Right, so what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to go over straight into Kinetic. Let me make me presenter. Okay, just let me know that you can see my screen now. And again, I'm not going to get you to keep putting in numbers in and things like that. It is purely a kind of training session for Kinetic, and then we'll move on to the more advanced stuff either today or tomorrow. I'm going to try to keep this around 60 minutes, but again, like I said, we won't close this down until your question has been answered. Okay, so everyone's saying yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. So your focus should be Kinetic. If you've got any of our other products, fantastic. If you've not, do not worry. Kinetic works as a standalone platform, standalone application, but you can use the same login to be able to come into all these. Now, one thing I want to take your notice to is that on the right-hand side, let me just move that out of the way. On the right-hand side, you have a drop-down menu, okay? And one thing I would point you in the direction of is training. Okay, and training, and you can go into this in any section, but training will actually give you all the training for Kinetic and other other products. Okay, and you can look at other things here, like with integrations that we have, and so on and so on. But you'll look at all the training, and I know if you're a guy on the call, you don't like to follow instructions. I know that. I'm one of those people. I buy flat pack and I put it together without reading anything, and then I've got bolts and screws and everything left over. So I understand that. However, I would ask, just before you send a support ticket in, if you could actually come over to here and watch the videos, because it may answer things. What I'd also like to point you in, let me just go back to the main screen. We have two ways to communicate with us. We have a full support desk, and I can drop you the link for that, and that will give you a direct link to our support desk. And as you can see here, it's support. So that's our support desk, and if you click on that, that should take you over to Zendesk. So for those people that like sending emails, this is what you're going to do. Now, what I would also request is that if you send a ticket in, a lot of the time we always respond, but a lot of the time people say, you've not responded to me, you've not replied to me. We have, but what's happened is, and with most support desk problems, it's gone to the spam folder. So you can actually sign in. So once you've actually created a ticket, you can actually sign in to see whether or not that ticket's been responded to. And again, that's where a lot of people fall down on. They never sign into Zendesk to see the response, even though the response has also been sent out to them. What you're also going to find on our application, and again, when we want to be communicated with, we want to know you have issues, we have a direct chat facility. So here you see here, and that's a chat facility, and you will be able to talk directly to us. And more than likely, you'll get an amazing gentleman called Martin, who's head of our support, who will deal with your request. At the moment, like any application when it first launches, the support desk, there's a lot more kind of interest in that at this present time, but we still aim to answer everything within 24 hours. If you're waiting a little bit longer than that, please do give us a little bit of grace just for this launch period. But again, we've got support coming out of our ears, and you know, everything that goes through to Martin does get fed back. So with an issue with a template, it goes straight to the design team. There's an issue with something in development, you go straight to the development team. And that's the way that our protocol works. So that's the kind of housekeeping. What we're going to do now is go over to Kinetic. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Everyone's saying they love Martin. I need to actually screenshot some of these. Martin is great. Okay. So Martin is great. Daniel, he should be. I'm just going to answer some of the questions. Dennis, we will sort that out for you. No problem. Henry, great you see that. So first of all, when you come into here, you will see that this is the Kinetic Dashboard. And again, this is going to grow, okay? So every single month, you're going to get 20 new templates to it. It all depends on the package that you have. If you're a main user, you will have the 30 templates. If you're an upgrade and you've got the monthly or the yearly, then that's the platform that's going to keep adding and adding and adding. And again, I'm always completely transparent with this. So we have a filters option at the top. And as you see at the filter option, as more and more templates come in here, you're going to be able to use this much more accurately because, like you'll see with our other platforms, we do consistently keep adding over and over and over again. And really, for you to be able to search them, you need a good search facility. So you've got the different design types, you've got the duration, okay, you've got the feel, and you've got the energy. And again, you can click on these and you can apply them and it will bring back all the ones. But if you simply want to keep scrolling, you just scroll down, you'll see different ones. And you may see ones that have been added just overnight because we are adding more and more. Now, what I would also say is that on each section, it tells you the assets. And when I say assets, I actually mean images or videos or text. And it also gives you the actual duration of the video. So 45, 57, 40, 35, 33, as you can see, it goes on and it goes on. Now, what I'll also tell you, this one is text. So this one is text. Let me just increase my screen a little bit bigger so you can see that. So this is text, this is video, and sorry, this is images, this is video, and this is text, okay? And that's the amount of text that you are going to want to see. What you can do is you can preview each one. And you click over, and again, I'm not teaching anybody to suck eggs, but I do want people just to be with everybody. So I'll just put the volume down with that. And it's showing you what's going to happen. So it's important to know as well, these are our design team have created these. These are Adobe After Effects templates. That's basically, if you were to go to a place that sold these, this is what you get shown. So you get shown the way that the template looks. And these are kind of like placeholders. So you're more concerned, from my perspective, in the design, in the lower thirds, in the transitions, in how things change over, where you can add your logo, you know, the look and feel, and also the music vibe with it. And that's vitally important for any type of marketing. You should look to, you should think about your audience. You know, that's what it's all about. What is going to engage with your audience the most? What is going to grab the attention the most? What is going to relate to that audience the most? You know, if I was going to target people on Facebook who were interested in knitting compared to people who were interested in Metallica, you know, you're going to have a different genre to try to aim for. You're going to different video, a different style. So just think about that and think about your market. And that should always be at the forefront of your mind. What will get the people that I want to buy my solution to click the play button? Okay, because if we're using video ads, if we're using any form of like that, what is going to get them to actually watch, and what is going to grab that attention in the first few seconds? And again, if you think about that and you have a storyboard in your own mind, it's going to make it much easier for you to create that video that will get people actually moving on to that next stage. And what do we want? We want any form of micro commitment. That's marketing 101. We want people to either read our content, to watch our video, to click our links, you know, to decide at that point whether or not they're going to move on to the next stage, or they're going to find more information about your product or your service. Now, I'm going to be honest, anybody who tells you that they're giving you the all-in-one solution, you buy this product and you are going to make thousands and thousands of dollars is either delusional or is lying. And that's a pretty harsh statement. Okay, but again, I'm being truthful here. What this gives you is tools. This gives you the arsenal to be able to make a statement and to engage in conversation with a potential buyer. What comes after that and what comes before that, we've got a load of things chucked into the mix. So we've got your offer. Is your offer going to convert? We've got your message that you're sending out. Is it strong enough? We've got the hard work that a lot of people even ever forget to mention. We've got that commitment to the project, and we've got that desire to never give up. And we've got that understanding that we're not going to get it right first time, and there's probably going to be a lot of failures on the way. Now, if that sounds a little bit harsh, and if that sounds like I shouldn't be saying that, we tell you how it is, okay? Over the 5 years to get to this point, the amount of times that I've nearly hit that fail button and give up button has been insane. Even this launch itself, there were so many things thrown in our path that really made it difficult to get this out, but we just persevered, and we got to the final point where we would create an amazing platform, and amazing people like you are using it. But if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. But the great advantage now is that we live in an online world where we can talk to people at the other side of the world, and we can sell them products without ever meeting them. I mean, what an amazing time to be around. And the great thing about it, at this specific time, a lot more people, and local businesses especially, are realizing they have to have an online presence. They have to be using video. They have to be where their audience is. And where's their audience? Social media, on the web, actually searching. So it's an amazing time. And like I said, we're going more into detail, into the training that we're going to start to link in tomorrow. I do go off on a little bit of a tangent sometimes, but I want people to realize that we can give you the tools, we can give you the training, but we can actually make you take action with that. I wish I could. I wish I could come through and give you some kind of magic pill, but that's where we need you to be at. And again, so once we're happy with that, what we're going to do then is we can actually use that. So let's just choose a different one. And let's choose, I won't use that one. Let's just say we're going for real estate or estate agent or a travel agent even. Okay, let me shrink my screen a little bit so you can get that back on the full screen. Okay, let me just reset that. Okay, that's about right, so we can see that. I'm just going to come into chat. I'm going to answer some questions before I go through this point. Please don't mention Arsenal. Careful United support here. Okay. Okay. Leaving a few minutes. Okay. I'm looking. Is there anything specific with people? Are you tapping so we can see who play? Yeah. Great designs. Thank you so much. Okay, Dan, we're going to resolve that for you. Okay, so I'm back to square one. Perfect. So everyone's keeping up to me at the moment. And again, like I say, it isn't teaching you to suck eggs, and I hate that sentence, but I think it is valid for what I'm trying to describe. It's really just getting everybody onto the same level playing field before we move on to the next stages of talking about local marketing. Because some people, and you may be one of them, have probably not even logged into the platform. Okay, honest truth, you know, some people won't have even logged in. So when you log in and when you choose the one that you get, what is important to realize is that it'll tell you on each one. So this is the logo. So this is the logo here, and you're going to be able to upload that logo. Okay, and you can upload your own logo. Okay, and it's important to also think about your branding. You know, and think about who's going to see this video, who's going to share this video, who's going to like and comment on it, and then those people view it. And if you've got any kind of message or marketing or selling something, make sure it's pointing back to you, whether that be through your call to action or, more importantly, the branding that you create. So do have a logo, vitally important. If you've not got one, go over to Fiverr. You know, have a business name. You know, install authority in whatever you send out. And that's vitally important. Do you actually have a domain name? You know, do you have something backing up your business? Because a lot of people say, so my dream is going to is make $5,000 a month. or $10,000 a month. Okay, and I ask them this when I'm coaching them. So what do you want to achieve? All I want is $5,000 a month. All I want is $10,000 extra a month. Okay, so that's great. That's the dream. That's the goal. How are we going to achieve it? And this is the real problem with a lot of people. They don't have the right path laid out in front of them, and they're still searching for answers. They're still looking for that golden ticket, which isn't going to come. And ultimately, you need a business plan. You need a strategy. Are you going to be someone who offers video as a service? Are you going to create your own video business that can create these instantly and sell them to individuals? Are you going to do social media? Are you going to do affiliate marketing? Are you going to rank videos? Are you going to create a blog? And probably he's answering yes to all those, but the set plan is, okay, this is the specific what I need to do. I need to have a website. I need to have a domain obviously attached to that. I need to have marketing material branded. I need to display on that website what I'm selling, because when I go to a local business and say, hey, you know, do you want to buy these videos off me? Do you want to buy this social media marketing manager off me? And they'll go, well, what does it do? Can I see it in action? What have you got for sale? And a lot of people don't even have that together. So first of all, you need to understand, what are you selling? How are you going to make money online? And then when you understand that, then all the other things fall into place and you can start to then plan. But first of all, we need a strategy, and we need to understand that strategy thoroughly. Okay? Do we need a squeeze page? Am I going to drive solo ad traffic to this? Am I going to take up Facebook ads? Am I going to do YouTube marketing? And again, these are all good. Facebook ads are good. YouTube marketing is good. I wouldn't really say solo ads are good, but again, it's all dependent on what you want to do. Blogs are okay, but what are you going to sell them? You know, so we know we can drive traffic to products, to services, to websites, to landing pages, but what's actually going to be on that page? And what are you selling, and what are your price points? And again, you know, we'll cover that in some extra training. So you have to, in fact, let me just choose one quickly that I know I'm digressing a little bit, but I need to show you something very quickly. Is that one that's got an image in as well? It's got an image in. Give me 2 seconds, because I want to quickly go through this. Let me go to that. Use. Okay, perfect. So it's vitally important the text characters, and people are mentioning the text characters, a few people, and we are looking to address that. We are looking to change that. We're getting people saying, well, I don't have the flexibility that I want. And I understand where they're coming from. But we've designed these with the kind of design element in mind. Now, it may not meet your actual circle. It may not meet your needs, and there will be more templates that go into the platform. But we are looking at ways of trying to give a little bit more flexibility. Now, that doesn't mean just being able to plonk text wherever you can. The system's not designed to do that, but we are looking at different ways and giving different possibilities with the platform. But when we type this in, it's important to know that we need to get a green tick before we can move on to the next one. So we get a green tick, and that means we can now move on to this. Okay, and it tells me how many characters that I need. Okay, so between 1 and 14. Okay, have I got that? Probably gone too many actually. Okay. I'm not even that. It should go the other way. So just going to do that, and then when we can add a background images, we've got a different options. We can upload our own image, okay, or we can use the 3 integrations with the API. So the 3 integrations are Unsplash, Pexels, and Pixabay. And again, some of the APIs are open, other ones you have to apply for them, but we've given you that option. And you can choose any one of these, and let's say, for instance, I don't know, the famous one, dog. We got a dog, and we search. It's just going to bring back all the dog pictures that you want, and you go to next, okay? And we collect one of those. Let's go to use that. Okay, now what I would say is that when you get the scroll button, okay, what you can do is you can use your wheel. So you can use your wheel on your mouse to make that bigger, okay, or smaller, yeah, and you can change that as you see fit, okay? So it's important to know that you can do that with the scroll wheel. And once you're happy, again, I'm just going to do this for demonstration. I'm going to crop. that there. Okay, and then once it's happened, you're going to hit save. And once you've hit save, it's going to give you a green tick on the bottom first actual slide. So as you can see here, your slide's there. Then you can move on to your next slide. And again, exactly the same process all the way through, okay? Until you've got to the end, and then you're going to be able to create and render your video, okay? Again, it's important that you need to get the green ticks on those through the renders. Now, there is a render count, and we're going to make that viewable. Okay, but what we've decided as well, and this is another thing, in fact, let me go in and ask, does that all make sense about getting the green ticks and then moving on to the next slide before you get to the final one where you click render? Let me just come into chat and let's ask the question. Okay, everyone's saying yes. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, this is good, because I sometimes go a little bit fast. And what we are finding, and again, it's a little bit of user error, but it's also something that we need to rectify, and that we can't let you go on until you get the green ticks. But what we're finding is that when some renders are failing, it's because they haven't stuck into the green tick. So they haven't got within the character mark, and they also haven't kept within the correct image. And it tells you exactly the image. As you look in here, it tells you here. So maximum allowed file size is 10 megabytes, and that's massive really for an image. Okay, and to upload your image, you simply click on it, and then you're going to drag it back, the image that you want. Okay, and again, let me just try to drag it back with me when I was in taking my little girl to see Santa Claus and my little boy. So I'm just going to drop that and then crop and generate, and that will work, and it'll crop and generate. Okay, now that's the exact same process, and you can see the image there. Okay, that's the exact same process with video. Now let me go back over to Kinetic. Okay, one thing that we are doing, okay, because what we are realizing as well is that, so I mean, you get 20 renders, and 20 renders is quite a lot for videos. For anyone doing over 20 videos, you do really need to think about upgrading, because you're getting to the point of an agency. So you're either doing a lot of videos for your own marketing, or you're selling videos, and you may have, you have got the commercial license, you bought the commercial license. So do think about upgrading if you do want to get more than 20 videos. But what you can also do is and this is something we've just done today, our feedback from our community, which is you. You can go to my videos, okay, and what you can actually do, in fact, it's actually missing off this. It must have been a different, oh, there we are. So let me just explain what happens if you're a main user. If you're a main user, the videos will be stored on my drive for 2 days. Okay, so you'll have them stored there. So it's important to understand, though, after 2 days, they will go from my drive to free up more space. Now you may think, well, why is that? Well, we were storing all these videos, like really large files, and we're storing them on our database. So for anybody who got the upgrade, we're going to keep on storing those for them, because obviously that was part of the package. For anyone on the main, they go up to 2 days. However, we do store them for 2 days. So again, if you want to ensure that you have it downloaded and you're using it, but the storage is there. Now, what we also realize is that you may watch that video, okay, and this is something that we've added over the last few days. You may watch that video and you want to change the text slightly because it doesn't look the way that you want it to look. So we're in a quandary, you know. If we put a preview facility there, we still have to render, okay? There's still a cost element to the business, and you may think, why are you talking about? End of the day, we're a business, so any cost element we have to keep in mind, because what we have to do is keep the application viable. And if we just say, yeah, unlimited renders, we'll store everything for you, yeah, don't worry about it, we wouldn't be in business for very long. And you know, we've got a duty of care to the consumer, but also to the business itself, and to keep running that business as successfully as we can and keep improving it. So we're in a quandary. Do we give a preview? So what's a preview going to do? A preview is going to enable you to obviously preview it, but it's going to have to be rendered. So there's going to be a cost element. Now, what's also going to happen is that it's going to slow the platform down, because not only are people rendering final videos, but they're also rendering preview videos. So there's going to be an extra load on the actual kind of rendering facilities. So we need to kind of think about that. So what we've said is, okay, you render the video, you watch that video, and then if you don't like it, then you can actually edit that video. Okay, so you can actually, you'll have an edit button now, and you can actually edit that. And when you edit it, okay, it's not going to come off your render. And that was, I thought that was kind of, you know, a happy medium in the fact that, you know, not only are you, first of all, you'll use a render to create the video, but then when you edit it, because you don't like where the text is, or you want to change something slightly, a render won't come off your account. Okay, so that is something that we've been working on, and that's what you should see in my videos. Let me just come in and see, does that make sense? Okay, let me see if that makes sense. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, perfect. Everyone's saying good. And look, you know, we don't. There are currently 15 people who work for Dropmock. We have designers, we have videographers, we have photographers, we have sales people, we have anything you can think of, we've got. And every single day we have a team meeting. And on that team meeting, we discuss everything that's been brought to us from people and valid concerns. And we try to find the best solution. And like I say, right at the beginning of this, we don't get it right every time, but we'll keep trying until we do. Okay, so let me go through a few of these questions just while I was there. So let me come into that. Okay, there's lots and lots of questions coming in here now. Lots of questions. Okay, the edit function is very cool. Yeah, Jamie, if you could be in there as well answering some of these questions, because a few people do want some links and stuff like that. So that would be really cool if you could do that. I don't know if you're watching the chat facility. So let me go to that. So how many renders do we have? Clive, if you've got the main, you have 20 renders per month. Then every month that actually goes back to 20. If you've got the OTO1, the upgrade, you have 200 renders per month. Okay, so that's important to know as well. So I have the commercial and template club. Can you explain the limits on vids and renders, Kimberly? So Kimberly, that's exactly what I just said. So you've got the commercial license and you've got 200 renders per month. Okay, a good point there. Template should include the audio track name, so we don't have to search for it. We want to use it. Okay, perfect. Kimberly, we've got that there. Jim, we've got that. Okay. Do you recommend a certain hosting company for the Kinetic store site? Daniel can go through that for sure. Once we create a video on concerns about distribution, can they be done and shipped to? I'm not sure what that is, Robert. Actually, Roku TV. I may be showing my age there, but I'm not sure there. Okay. So Julie's asking about changing the music. At this moment, no, but we are looking into that feature, and we will let you know about that as soon as we work a solution in. Okay, so a lot of people asking about how do I access Sketchbook. Let me just ask the question, did everybody get the Easy Sketch Pro 3.0 bonus? Did everyone get the Easy Sketch Pro? Okay, everyone's saying, oh, we got a lot of no's. Okay, so let me just give that into chat. Give me 2 seconds while I get that for you. We do like a bonus here. Let me just get you that bonus. And let me show you what you have to do. Now, let me just put that into chat. I'm not sure. Jamie, are you still there? Are you still answering these chat messages? Sorry, guys. I'm just,
Yeah, I'm answering what I can, yes, sir.
Wow, perfect, perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just putting it into... Let me just put that into chat. I need to get actual notepad. Let me just post that. Okay. There we are. So I'm just putting that into, it should be Julie. It's free. It should be free. Okay. And if it's not, I can chase that up for you. And it's basically, we we basically, when you go to that link, which is dropmock.com/ESP, you do have to go into the membership site to download it. I understand that, but that's the same with all kind of Paul's products. And have a look around there, have a play around. But you're going to be met with this screen. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, in Easy Sketch Pro 3.0, it's not our product, it's Paul Lynch's product, but we actually created the Make My Video interactive side of Easy Sketch Pro. So there's a part where you can actually create hotspots, video hotspots, and we were that side of it. So when I showed Paul, I said, look, is there any chance that we can give the members Easy Sketch Pro 3.0 and then actually build it in some way? He said, well, I'll tell you what, let's give it as a bonus. So when you go to that link, which is dropmock.com/ESP, you'll come to this screen. Okay, put in your name, put in your primary email, because that's where your actual inbox for confirmation is going to go. Then you go into Easy Sketch Pro 3.0, the membership area, and then you download Easy Sketch Pro 3.0. Okay, so I needed, because a lot of people are coming into support and saying they didn't get that link, but it was offered as a bonus, so that's why I wanted to offer it out. And what I should also say as well is that it's important to know that if other JVs and affiliates offered you certain bonuses, we have no control over that. You know, we can only provide you what we said we were going to do. It's entirely up to that affiliate or that JV to have your bonuses is within the JVZoo portal, and that's where you should see them. We will definitely ask for you if you've got any issues, any concerns. We will certainly ask for you. But that's definitely where Easy Sketch Pro 3.0 comes in. So please do go over there, grab your copy of Easy Sketch Pro 3.0. And what I should say is, what does it do? It allows you to create those sketch videos. You know, like your hand drawing, and the hand draws the cartoon figure or whatever you put in, it draws it. That's what Easy Sketch Pro 3.0 is. So we're really happy that we were able to strike that deal with Paul. So do take advantage of that. So even if you just got the main software, you either got it for $67 or $77, and you've got two amazing platforms. And we're going to talk a bit now about how to package these types of services. You know, and the great thing about having more options gives your customer more options to purchase things from you. And through a lot of our training, we talk about kind of low-hanging fruit. We talk about trying to, first of all, get your foot in the door. And it may be that you want to create, and I hate to say this, you know, that awful word, a free video for someone. Okay, it may be that you want to reach out to a local business with their content within a video. Now, how would you do this otherwise? Well, basically, beforehand, you would have to be an Adobe After Effects expert. So you'd need to go over and buy a template. You then need to actually bring Adobe After Effects working, so you need to buy the software. You then have to go and get all the content, put it in, edit it all, and create that. It's going to take hours and hours of work. What this does now, what Kinetic allows you to do, is save time. Masses and masses of time. And the great thing about saving time is it can be better spent where you can make more money. Communicating with local businesses, creating Facebook ads, not having to spend hours and hours creating these individual videos, and it gives you much more variety in your marketing message. So you can do that with Kinetic, and you can also create sketch videos now with Easy Sketch Pro. So the perfect complementation. You don't need either for the other one to work, so it's important to know that also. Jamie, do you want to come in quickly and go through a few things that you wanted to go through while I'm answering some of these questions in chat? Because I do see a lot of questions coming into the links, and I think I've got those. Jamie.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to go through all the questions as well. Yeah, so you know, I'm really excited for everybody that's in here right now. This software is something spectacular, and I'm with you guys in regards to the text, and you know, I get to be a part of the meetings every morning and stuff like that, and you know, they are addressing that, and it's one of those things that we have to be creative. Those of you that have been on any of the webinars over the past few days that I've been on with some of the JV partners that were participating here, one of the key ingredients to what we're doing with any video that you're going to do, even as simple as Kinetic is to use, you have to have a game plan going into each video. For example, if I wanted to create a video template per se that I wanted to use to sell to dentists, okay, and this, I would highly recommend this to all of you. choose a specific niche, and let's just say dentist. I would go into the Kinetic, and let's just say we have the main product. I have 20 videos inside of the main product that I have access to. Any one of those 20 templates are 100% completely customizable. So for example, if I see the one that has the burrito on it, I initially think, wow, that would be great for a Mexican restaurant, right? Well, not really, because, I mean, it is, but I can actually use that for a dentist, a lawyer, a chiropractor, or whatever. The templates are just a placeholder for you to bring your creative juices to. So once I decide on, okay, I want to use that burrito template, I get to change every single asset that's in there. So I would look at the templates, and actually, is there a way I can have the screen real quickly, and I'll show them exactly what I'm...
Yeah, 2 seconds. And guys, I apologize. This obviously, I always said right at the beginning about Jamie being on the webinar. Jamie is a big part of the DropMock team. You'll see him in a lot of our training webinars. He delivers amazing training. I'm sure he will tell you a little bit more about himself tomorrow. But you are as well in very safe hands with Jamie.
Yeah. So let me show you this here. So inside, you know, right here, here's that burrito one I was talking about. You see the burrito one? It makes you hungry. Makes you, man, I'm hungry for a burrito now, right? But the assets that Lee was talking about as we got started here, you'll see 7 images and 10 text overlays. So anytime I do any sort of video creation, I use Final Cut Pro pretty much on a daily basis, okay? And we do a lot of real estate video editing. Well, anytime I'm getting ready to do that video, any sort of video, I have to have a game plan going into it. Same with Kinetic here. Even though you are flexible where I can come in here and just kind of go through each slide, and in the early stages here over the next week or two, that's probably what a lot of you are going to do. You're going to come in here and you're just going to kind of see how it's usable, how you can get in there and just choose an image, upload an image, add some text. But in reality, what I would recommend is you find a couple templates that you like the way the transitions look and it matches up, and you go in there and you come to the game prepared. So for example, the burrito, I need 7 images and I need 10 text overlays. I need to have those 7 images prepared. I want to know what I'm bringing to this template so I understand, okay, on the slide number 1, I want to use this picture. So what I do is I'll create, let me just go in here and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about exactly. I'll create a folder for this specific template. So I'm going to call this a dentist. I'm going to use this for a dentist. So technically I would come in here and upload an image, and I want to go to my desktop, and you'll see I have dentist. I have a folder for dentist. So I'm going to click on dentist, and well, this one actually I was doing for a video template, but I had my 4 videos prepared coming into the template. So let me go down here to real estate. So here's a real estate one. I want to create a real estate video inside of Kinetic, and I chose a specific template that needed 3 photos and 4 videos. Okay, so when I'm coming to use a template, I want to know that I'm prepared. Let me see which image I want to do. I'll do the front of the house real quick, just for the sake of showing you. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the logo image. Let me just do that. Let me get through the logo image first, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about the slide. Okay, Revio logo. Put that in there. And we're going to go ahead and save that. Okay, now on this image here for the house, I come in and I go to the desktop. I go to that specific folder. So for example, what I'm saying to you is that you want to create 3 or 4 specific templates. Dentist template, a real estate template, and a lawyer template. That's inside of your account that you can download at any time and share. You want to have your logo on it, and then you're going to have the assets that you're going to choose. So for example, let's just say I didn't have any assets for this, but I know I need 7 images. Okay, I could, if this was going to be for, let's just say, a lawyer. Let's see what it brings up for a lawyer. Okay, we didn't have anything for a lawyer. Let's do house. I know we have stuff for a house in here. Okay, I literally can come in here with my business logo. You would have yours, like Lee mentioned. If you don't have one, go to Fiverr or something and get a logo prepared. And I would come in here and I would create a real estate video template with all of these assets that are here, or I would bring assets to this specific template. But when I'm finished, when I'm all done with this template here, it's going to be saved in my account, and I'm going to show you that in just a second, for me to be able to show, and I'm going to do a lot of this tomorrow. I'm really going to dive into going to businesses' websites, going to businesses' Facebook fan pages, and collecting the assets that I would need for a specific template. But this template here, even though it's kind of showing you it's a restaurant template, and I saw a lot of questions coming in. Hey, do you have more business-related templates? Do you have lawyer templates? That's what I'm trying to emphasize here. Every one of our templates are any niche you want. Even though this is saying real estate or Mexican restaurant, it's not. This is technically, I'm creating right now a real estate video with this restaurant template. Does everybody catch on to that? Because I think it's a crucial ingredient to your success with the platform of understanding you're only limited by the creativeness that you're bringing to the table. For example, this Mexican restaurant one, right away, my mind goes to Fiesta Tapatia, which is my family's favorite Mexican restaurant. So I would think to myself, okay, I'm going to go to Fiesta Tapatia's website. I'm going to grab some images. I'm going to bring it into this template. I'm going to save it all, and then I'm going to send it over to Raul and Sergio and say, hey, guys, I just created you guys a video. Take a look at it. If you want it, I'll go ahead and put your logo on it, and I'll charge you $3.97 for it because you guys are my buddies, right? That's what you would normally think with this specific template. But the reality of it is right now, I'm creating this as a real estate video. So at the end of this, you're not going to see any of this restaurant stuff. It's going to be a professional real estate video that I could send to a real estate agent or a broker and offer them my video services. And this is the type of stuff tomorrow, whenever we really dive into, how do we start utilizing these templates to make money? That's what I'm going to be diving into, really showing you how to take each template and be as creative as possible. I'm going to show you a dentist template. I'm going to show you a real estate template, or I'm going to use different templates to create a dentist video that you can use, a lawyer video that you can use, a real estate video that you can use. And that's what I want to challenge you guys to do tonight. I want you to come to tomorrow's training a little bit prepared with, hey, Jamie, this is the niche I'm going after, or here's the 3 niches that I would like to focus on first, because I'm going to give you a game plan tomorrow on how to come in here, create it. You have, even if you're just with the main product, the initial product, without the monthly or the yearly account where you get an additional 20 templates a month and 200 renders, even if you're with the main account, you get 20 renders every single month, okay? So we're going to go in there tomorrow, and I'm going to show you to create 3 to 5 specific templates with your logo in specific niches that you're going to be able to use those videos over and over and over and over again to push out into the marketplace to start generating revenue utilizing Kinetic. So Lee, did you catch up on some of those questions, or you want me to continue on here?
Yeah. What I want to do now, guys, is we've got loads of questions coming up. I'm basically going to share my screen again. And the reason why we need to go through all this is because when we go into the training, like I said, everybody needs to understand, first of all, how to use the platform and what they can do with it. We are addressing things about text, okay? We are addressing things about music. But at this present time, what we want you to focus on is actually using the platform, okay? Don't let little things, which will be rectified, stand in your way. And we're very good at doing this as human beings. In any challenge that we start, think about it. If you try on a health kick and you start wanting to go to the gym every single day, and you think to yourself, the first few days are okay, but then you start to give yourself little excuses. Oh, I'm not feeling up to it today. I don't feel right. I'll go in the afternoon. I won't go in the morning. Or I can't go because I've not got a certain, my training gear is wet. Whatever it is. So we put hurdles in our way. We put obstacles, and that makes it easier for us to stop doing something, because what we want to do is choose the path of least resistance. we want an easy life. You know, we don't want to we don't want to work for things because that's just the way we are. No, that's not any being disrespectful to anybody. So what I'm saying is, when what I always see in support, and you know, I'm in support quite a lot, are things that really aren't going to stop a person from moving on with something, but they've made it into a real big kind of, this is an objection, I'm not going to go past this, you know, this is flawed. What we're saying is that's always going to happen in every walk of life. So we want you to kick those objections down. And if you stay with us, we're going to get you to the point of where you're going to be successful. Okay? That's not a guarantee, but that's a kind of, you follow what we say and you're going to be in a better position than what you are now. We can't put a guarantee there because we don't know how hard you're going to work. We don't know what you're going to implement. Okay? But what we are going to show you is tried and tested techniques of what works for us. Okay? And that's why we're in a position of what we are, because we've made the mistakes. Okay? We've made the mistakes and we've kept going. So we wanted everyone to be Kinetic. I am going to show you the other products in Dropmock. And again, the only reason I want to do that is so because people like clicking buttons. Okay, and I'll show you. It'll take me about 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go through each section, so you understand what's in Dropmock. And the main reason for this is that I want you to be confident in using us as a platform. I want you to be confident in the support that you're going to receive, and I want you to be confident in that if something's wrong, we will fix it. And that confidence should come from not that you like us, but from the trust that we install by the quality of what we've produced over time consistently. Okay, and that's important. So I'm going to quickly share my screen. Jamie, I've shared all the links with you in Slack if anybody needs any of those links. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so let me just share my quick screen very quickly. So I'm just going to go into Dropmock, and I'm quickly going to go over this so you know what all these are. And like I say, the history behind it was that we first brought out Dropmock 16 months ago, and it just did images. We then enhanced the platform to actually do videos. The scene creator was later, and then we did pitch. But all of them are independent of the other. So I'm quickly going to show you Dropmock. And what I also want to show you is what goes into what we do. Now, anything that you see in Dropmock has been created by our in-house team. So we hire the models, we book the venues, we literally do everything from the storyboards. Every single month we put new images in, we put new videos. For anybody who's not interested in Dropmock, then just please bear with me for two or 3 minutes. I do want to show people what's on the other side of the platform. And I'll choose one very quickly, just so you can see it in action. So we'll just use this. And again, you know the preview you use. We'll use. Okay, so Dropmock initially is for images. And I've got a little bit of lag because of everything that's going open. And all I'm going to do is drop the image here. Okay, click on my image. Let's say, for instance, I had a sale on. Okay, happy with that. 50% off in. I'm just going to crop and create image. Okay, and that is then going to bring back that image within the application for me to start using it. And this is a great way to kind of you know, put your brand out there, talk to local businesses, but that's what Dropmock image is, and we can add an image editor, etc., etc. So I'm going to go to Dropmock video now, show you Dropmock video. And again, why am I rushing through this? Because this isn't a pitch, okay? We're not looking to pitch other items to you. You've invested in Kinetic, but this should install you with that confidence that we're going to be around for a long time. You know, we're not going anywhere. So all the people that you see within here are actual models, and I'm sure you saw some of them in our sales video. And these work on the same principle. So Kinetic allows you to create videos, like ranging from 3 minutes to 2 minutes. Dropmock allows you to create individual scenes or individual images. And what's going to happen here, let me just choose one around real estate. So I'm just going to use this. Okay, and I can preview this, but for this I'm just going to show you quickly. Let me go to upload a video to show you. And this is where my video is going to be. Let me show you that very quickly. Let me just choose that. Let me click that in. Okay, so that's going to look in the background. And it's going to bring it back into the actual cropper. Okay, it should do and this will take probably about 30 seconds. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to crop, and this is a video that I just got off YouTube, crop that in, crop and create video. So in the same principle as how Kinetic works, Dropmark Video will then start to add your video into a video, and I'll show an example of that. And it's great when you do speak to local clients that not only do you speak their language, but you show them something that they understand. And what do they understand? They understand their own business. And if you're showing them a message with their own business involved with it, they sit up and pay attention. And they instantly think about ways that they can use this marketing material for their own purpose. And what are people looking for? They're looking for new ideas. How do they generally market? Old school marketing, newspapers, flyers. You know, what are we at now? We're at the cutting edge of technology. We learn about Facebook marketing where we can blanket actual sending out Facebook ads to postcodes, to zip codes, you know, to actually just target a specific area. So what's happening now is the video as put in. So we're just going to watch this and I'll show you where this video is. So in Dropmark Video, this is a scene that we created. And like I said, these are our models, this is our venue, this is our film crew. So when you look at this and you look at the quality and you think what goes into these, then you can look at what you can actually charge per video. And that's the same with Kinetic. So this video I've now added to the middle section. And this middle section will now extend to the length of time that I have the video. And as you can see, it's video within video. So it makes it more realistic. So you'll always have an element where you've got a movement in it. And then there's also an outro as well. And the outro part is the ending. So there's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. And that's the way that each Dropmark video actually works. And again, we can actually add background audio by simply choosing this. And this is an option that's potentially coming into Kinetic. Okay, and we just go to use this and generate mockup. So let me quickly go back over, okay, and show you all the different ones that we've got in Dropmark. And there's loads more to it, but like I say, I just wanted to show you, as you scroll down, loads and more templates. But also think to yourself, you know, we started with 20 templates with Dropmark. You started with that amount in Kinetic, and you're going to keep getting more and more and more. And that's what we've done with all our other platforms. And the last one I need to show you is Pitch. And Pitch is where you create 15-second videos. Now these are specifically just one single clip of 15 seconds. And this is, you know, I'm just going to use that. Let's wait for the lag. Okay, and this allows me to change the text. But again, you have limitations to what you can do and what you can put in the specific sizes. And this would be one video clip that's 15 seconds. So, going back to Dropmark, again, there's no sales pitch. I'm just showing you. That's Dropmark image and video, and scene creator, pitch, and Kinetic. And ladies and gentlemen, this is now our time to answer any questions that are coming in because we are just over that hour mark. Okay, so I'm going to come down to the bottom and answer any questions that are actually there. And what I'll do is I will read these out. So no, Carlos, not at all. That's it. I just left it to you. So this is. I wish I could do whiteboard sessions with you guys. No, it's not. Is the same feature inserting video and ending section to a video template is available in Kinetic? No, Joshua, but what is in Kinetic is the ability to be able to have moving videos, like live action videos, and we're going to create more of those for you. So for instance, you could have one of our models in your Kinetic video wearing your design on their t-shirt. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Or you could have your design on one of our laptops and have that within Kinetic. And again, we'll do more training on that. Where the webinar replays at, Brent, we will send them out to you. We always try to record, and the only thing that ever goes wrong if the GoToWebinar gremlins get involved and do something with the render. But as you can see, this is being recorded, and we will send that out to you. Daniel, I signed into eSketch Pro but don't see how to download eSketch. Daniel, I think it's on your left-hand side. If anyone's having any issues with that, I'll reach out to Paul and find out the exact instructions, and then I'll create a tutorial of how to get that. So can today's and tomorrow's training to be put with the Kinetic training videos? Yes, Russell, we can do that, no problem. Am I associated with Video Remix? No, Joseph, I'm not. I was brought in to advise them for their launch and to advise them on their marketing. I know the team well at Video Remix, but I was just brought in for the Smart Video launch to be an advisor because I've launched so many times and I'm well known in the industry. So that's why I was brought in. But I have no affiliation. I'm not part of the team. I know the CEO well, and I know all the team members well, but that's where the line ends. Are the Kinetic templates included in your purchase, the store? Yes, Kevin, they will be. Oh yeah, the store. For anybody who's got the store, this is how the store looks. And Jamie is doing his training, a 3-day training session on the store. And I think, Jamie, just correct me if I'm wrong, when is the training sessions? Is it the
27th, 28th, and 29th at 3 p.m. Eastern?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so anyone who's got the store, don't forget you've also signed up for training, where you're going to get a 3-day training session by Jamie. Jamie, again, off the top of your head, Facebook ads, Instagram, YouTube?
Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter video ads, and basically how to use them and dominate your local market for your business and for any clients that want to pay you to run ads for them.
Perfect. Yeah, so that's what's happening with that, guys. So are there plans for special pricing for your other products for those that purchase Kinetic? Thomas, what we never want to do is kind of undervalue what we've already done, and what we always do as well is that whenever we launch a product, the people who get in first get the best deal. So that the action takers, the fast action takers. And I know you probably didn't see DropMock, but we could never discount any of our DropMock products, just basically because it would be unfair on the people who are already in there. No problem, Dorothy. Thank you so much. Will there be replays on training? I will be at my daughter's this weekend, so there's internet available. Gwen, the training is tomorrow. The next training session is tomorrow. So again, Jamie, this is a great question for you while I put in some links in here. Can you please give some ideas about realistic video pricing? And Mercedes, I don't want to jump the gun at all, but I'm sure Jamie's going to cover that because that is his market and he's been doing this for years. Do you want to talk about that now, Jamie, or do you want to just leave it for the training tomorrow?
Yeah, I can address it real quick. I'm trying to find the question that you're looking at. Who's the person's name?
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Yeah,
Okay,
Mercedes
Mercedes.
21.
Yeah. So basically, I found it. So realistic video pricing. So honestly, it all depends on your comfort level when you're going into the market. I know people that charge $497 on up, but when I first start, especially in the real estate business, right about the $197 level is where I can get a real estate agent to purchase from me over and over and over again. And that's how I look at whenever I'm getting a new client on board, I want that client to be with me long term. So if I go in and especially in real estate, they work on commission. So it's one of those things that, they want to work with people. They want to find somebody that they can know, like, and trust. And they want to do it on a consistent basis so they can put it into their presentations whenever they're trying to get a listing. So to know that they have somebody like yourself, Mercedes, that is willing to create a video for them, make a video of a listing for $200, which fits within their budget on most of their marketing expenses, it makes sense for them to do it every single time. Now, could you charge a real estate agent $697 for video? Yes, but then they're only going to use you on specific property listings that they have. So you have to look at that going into it. In any niche, any industry that you're in, you want to make sure that you understand the industry, you understand the business, you understand where the business is at, and then you cater your presentation and your sale to match what works best for that business. For example, if it's a seasonal business where it's, summers, or no, actually, let's just say it's winter. Winter is their time. They crank all winter long. It's a ski. Skis. They sell all kinds of ski stuff: ski hats, ski mittens, ski poles, all that good stuff. Well, you could create an outstanding video for them going into their peak season, and because you're only going to work with them probably once a year right at the beginning of their peak season, I would sell them, let's just say, 3 videos at $6.97 each, and if they buy all three, give it to them for $14.97. Well, that makes sense. You could do that, but you couldn't do that with a real estate agent that lists 2 or 3 homes every single month. So really, you have to understand your market that you're going into. And tomorrow, I will be asking, and that's why I said come prepared tomorrow, because I'll be asking some of you to share with me what type of business you're working with. I'll actually go and I'll find that business. I'll grab some of their assets and I'll bring it into Kinetic, and I'll actually be doing it live. See, whenever we do our trainings, everybody, I want you to really understand this, and we appreciate you coming on board with us here. All of our trainings are live in real life stuff. I don't just say, oh, go here, click that. I go to the businesses that you recommend to me, and I start creating stuff live, and I show you how to interact with them and engage with them and generate business from them live. So hopefully that answers your question, Mercedes. I'll dive more into it tomorrow to really make you understand how I go about it depending on who I'm working with.
Perfect. Yeah, and I'm sure also Jamie will go into his background, but like you say, he's been doing that. 12 years you've been doing this?
Since 2005, yeah, man.
Okay, so yeah, he's definitely experienced in that market space, and like I mentioned right at the beginning of the webinar, with these skill sets, don't pigeonhole yourself to one specific niche. You know, every local business out there is looking for clients. Every local business is looking at ways of attracting new people into their business. Yes, for sure. You know, home in on one niche and focus on that. So let's say, for instance, real estate. But that doesn't mean that the skills that you learn in that market cannot be adapted and used in other markets. You really can wear different hats. And that's the great thing about video and understanding how video talks well to an audience. And we will discuss that as well tomorrow. That's important to know. And I know also that we talk about local businesses and we talk about going to them. For anybody who doesn't give a squat iota about going to local businesses, do not worry. All this marketing is the same in virtually any niche. So if you're wanting to do affiliate marketing, if you're wanting to sell physical products, you know, they all have the same strategies in place. They all have the same concepts. And it's very easy, once you've tapped into that, to simply rinse and repeat. Okay, but the main thing is to understand the fundamentals. You get the fundamentals down, and you can simply alter or change out, you know, the product or service that you want to sell. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've answered most questions. Again, it's going to be a 2-part session, and it is a case that I do want to keep it to an hour. You will have been signed up for the second webinar. I'll send out the replay of this. You have our full backing with regards to support. Please do come to the webinar again tomorrow. I'd love to have as many people on as we've got this session. Number one, we're very honoured that you give us your investment, you know, into Kinetic, but we're very honoured that you give us your time as well, that you come onto the webinars and listen to what we've got to say. And like I say at the beginning, we will give you the tools, you know, we will give you the training. But more importantly, we can't make you do the work. So I'm going to leave it there. Jamie, do you want to close down with anything or say anything before we kind of close this down?
Man, Lee, you know I always want to say something. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on board with us. We really look forward to working with you and helping you create some outstanding videos for your clients.
Cool, cool, cool. And that's absolutely perfect. Let me just get something from Marshall. Marshall has just asked me something. I'm just going to get that for him before I close this down. And if anybody does want any you know, look at anything more importantly, any links, anything, just give us a shout in support and we'll happily supply them. If anybody's having troubles with Easy Sketch Pro, okay, again, I'll post that link one more time. If anybody wants it directly to them, just say put in ESP if you're not able to grab the link from chat, and I'll give it to you directly. So if anybody wants ESP that hasn't got it, just let me know. And it is, you do go into the membership site and you do download it from the membership site, yes. Will there be replay to this training? Yes, Honda, there will. Will there be webinar replays? I will keep date. Yes, Terry, there will. Thank you, Richard. Really appreciate that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like everybody is up and running and everyone's cool. So enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be. Brian, let me give you that. Brian just caught me on the wait a minute. Sorry, 2 seconds. Okay, on our screen, let me just get that for you. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. And then, okay, Brian got that. Perfect. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And again, if anybody wants any links or anything, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Enjoy the rest of the evening, morning, afternoon. Speak, guys, soon. Or in fact, speak tomorrow. Cheers, Jamie. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee.